Title: Why 90% of people never achieve financial freedom. Let me paint a picture. It's Sunday night. You tell yourself, okay, this week I'm finally going to get serious about my money. You open your banking app, you see your balance. You feel that tiny wave of stress in your chest. You mentally subtract rent, groceries, that subscription you forgot to cancel, the credit card bill that's higher than it should be. And you think, where did it all go? Then you close the app. You say, I'll deal with it later. If that sounds familiar, that's literally most people. And that's exactly why 90% of people never achieve financial freedom. My name is Zach, and I spend way too much time thinking about personal finance and wealth building. If you're someone who feels like you're working hard but never getting ahead financially, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Here's the thing, most people don't fail financially because they're stupid. They fail because they believe the wrong story. Let's start with the first lie. I just need to make more money. Look, this is the most common assumption. If I could just earn more, everything would be fixed. But income and wealth are not the same thing. Wealth is the gap between what you earn and what you keep. If you make $50,000 per year and spend $48,000, you build $2,000 in wealth. If you make $150,000 and spend $155,000, you build -$5,000. One looks successful. The other looks average, but mathematically. The average person is winning, and this is where it gets really interesting. As income increases, spending increases too. You get a raise, you upgrade your lifestyle. You normalize it. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. The upgrade stops feeling exciting. So you chase the next one, and the cycle repeats. This is why simply earning more rarely creates. Now let's talk about the second lie. Debt is normal. When something becomes normal, we stop questioning it. If you carry $10,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest, you could easily pay close to $20,000 over time. You bought $10,000 worth of stuff, you paid double. Compound interest is either your best friend or your worst enemy. Invest $10,000 at 8% for 30 years and it grows past $100,000. Owe $10,000 at 20% and it grows against you. Time is the most powerful financial asset you have. And once it's gone, you don't get it back. Now the third lie. Investing is risky. Non-investing is riskier. Over long periods, markets trend upward. Inflation quietly eats your cash. If your money earns 1% while inflation runs at 3%, you are losing purchasing power every year. It feels safe, but it's shrinking. Here's what most people don't realize. Fear feels safe, comfort feels safe. But comfort is often the most expensive decision you can make. Humans are wired for short-term rewards. You get paid, you spend, you feel good. Investing gives you nothing today, but everything tomorrow. Financial freedom is simple mathematically. Spend less than you earn. Invest the difference. Do it consistently. Wait, but behavior makes it hard. That's why the top 10% automate everything. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. Because willpower is unreliable, systems are not. Let me tell you a story. Two friends, both 25. Both earning $60,000 per year. Friend A invests $500 per month starting at 25. Friend B waits until 35. At 8% annual returns by 65, Friend A could have around $1.7 million. Friend B around $750,000. Same income, same investment, just a 10-year difference. That's the cost of waiting. You don't need massive amounts of money. You need time and consistency, but here's the deeper issue. Identity. Most people want financial freedom, but they don't see themselves as someone who builds wealth. If you see yourself as bad with money, you'll keep proving it. You must become someone who invests first and spends what's left. Now here's what you can do immediately. Track every dollar for 30 days, create your freedom number. Multiply your annual expenses by 25. Automate at least 15% of your income. Eliminate high-interest debt aggressively. Increase income strategically to increase investments, not lifestyle. Financial freedom isn't about retiring early. It's about options to leave toxic jobs, options to take risks, options to breathe. You're either going to feel discomfort now or stress later. Choose your discomfort. Financial freedom isn't magic. It's math plus behavior. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Start small. Automate it. Increase it over time. Let compounding work. Your future self is either going to thank you or wonder why you waited. If this helped you, subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because now you understand what most people don't. And this is where your financial life can finally change.